the mafia, Cosa Nostra in this country, it's not a business. It's a way of life. It's a whole different mentality. It's a whole subculture from everything else that exists. It's a way of life. Now, we do business as part of that way of life, and it goes along with our mindset, you know? It's very Machiavellian in a way that, you know, Machiavelli taught that you can do anything to maintain control and power.
Yeah.
But to the outside world, you always have to appear to be upright and honest and have integrity. And a lot of guys dealt that way. So, but it's a business like anything else. Just, you know, look, we dealt with extortion. I mean, that's the word for it, meaning that, you know, if we went in and we wanted to take control of your business, we didn't have a rule like everybody else. Like, you know, we just said, hey, we're going to control your business or you're not going to have a business. It's very simple, you know. So we had our ways of doing things, but once we were in that business, we ran it like a business.
Yeah.
You know, the same way anybody else would. Business is business, whether you're doing it on the street or you're doing it in the boardroom. You still have to follow the same principles.
What were some of the ways that the lifestyle and the business commingled? Like, I'm curious, how did you recruit people into the lifestyle and therefore into the business? And how did you identify, like, hey, I think this guy's an earner and he should be in our world? Like, because I'm constantly, you know, interviewing leaders and managers for my business, and I'm just kind of curious how you guys recruited and how did you train somebody? Like, there's like, I mean, I just think that's fascinating. Well,
let's put it this way. You could separate mobsters into two categories. They're either racketeers, which are the guys that earn the money.
Yep.
Or they're gangsters, which are the guys that do the grunt work on the street. Both important, but no organization can exist without money, including the mob. In the Colombo family, back during my era, we had 115 made guys that actually took the oath.
Yep.
Now, out of that 115, 20 of us were earners. The other 95 were trying to make a living. Who's got a little numbers racket, who's maybe trying to put a gambling game together, who's got a no-show job with the union. And most of the time, if there was any hard work to be done, when I say work, unfortunately I don't want to be offensive, but that can mean to hurt somebody. You didn't want to jeopardize the guys that were bringing the money in. Because the way we saw it, the way I saw it anyway, a gangster didn't have the ability to be a racketeer. He was a gangster, he couldn't earn, that was it. But a racketeer could do both. He could be a good earner and also do the heavy work. And as a racketeer, you have to be able to do both, because you're going to be called upon to do dirty work no matter what. You may not be the guy all the time, but your turn is going to come up.
It's kind of like in business, you know, when you have a leader who can lead a process but also can do a process. Is that a similarity?
Same way, yes.
Okay.
Because, you know, the racketeers, if, like, I was elevated to the position of capo regime or capo. And if you're a capo, and you're telling one of your guys you have to do this, they need to know that you're capable of doing it too. Or they're not going to hold you in high regard. So you got to get in the trenches with them at least once, twice, 3 times, whatever it takes. Because they have to have faith in you, or they have to know that, hey, he's not telling me to do anything that he can't do.
Right.
That's important. But, you know, again, it was separated into those. Now once you were a racketeer, it was your ability, you know, to earn. I was fortunate. I knew how to use the life to benefit me in business. And if you have that mindset and that know-how, you could be very, very successful, because we don't play by the same rules.
Right.
You know, we make our own rules up, and we have the aura of the mob behind us. So that in itself puts people on notice that, hey, I better do this or there could be a problem.